Reyes to the stand. Reyes reveals he fled to the Dominican Republic the day after the murder, only to come back the next day and talk to cops. He's already pleaded guilty to manslaughter in exchange for truthful testimony, after which all charges will be dropped. Reyes was a Bad Boys member who says he was at Suero's home on June 20th when the Los Sures leader said, quote, "Go after sunset. You already know what you have to do." Reyes and other members set out, encountered Junior in Belmont, where Reyes says the teen raised his hand when they called out Sunset Popo. Then the pursuit began. It ended inside of the bodega, but Reyes says, quote, "When I saw his face, my attitude changed, and he left the shop." He identifies the 5 men on trial as the men who attacked Junior, before some piled back into Reyes' car, where, according to Reyes, Jonaiki Martinez Estrella said, quote, "He's not going to eat for a good long time because I hit him in the neck." Reyes also remembers a picture being circulated among the men back at Suero's, trying to find Junior in it, while Reyes thought to himself, that's not the one he got. Prosecutors are expected to wrap up their case by the middle of next week. Then defense attorneys will have the opportunity to call witnesses if they choose. After that, it will be up to the jury to decide if indeed these 5 men are cold-blooded killers. And soon after, 9 more suspected gang members are likely to stand trial and face second-degree murder charges in the ongoing fight for justice for Junior.
The way it changed me was...
It definitely changed the way that I am.
The way this has changed me is that...
It was a big lesson.
How did it change? Listen.
I think I don't want to live for longer because I don't want to carry for a long time my pain.
Learning how to appreciate everything that people do for you and appreciate the family members you have.
I look around where I'm going now every time I go out.
Not to be out late, watch that basically nobody has your back.
One, it made me more attentive with my surroundings.
Sends a message out that if you're involved in a crowd like this, if you're involved in a gang, and you're willing to go out there and at somewhat take part in an assault that's going to lead to someone's death, then you're going to be sitting behind bars.
Two, it showed me that life is short and that you got to appreciate every moment.
Many of us now are trying to make a difference. And as much as we try, we will make it. Don't give up, because we got this, and we're doing this maybe for Junior, maybe for somebody else, but mainly Junior's in the picture right now.
I think we all learned from the situation. Unfortunately, I wish we'd have done more for Junior, and he'll still be here. But, you know, so sometimes situations make us better people.
Junior's death changed so many individual lives, but next week...
Do you still feel Junior's presence in the hallways?
Aisha McKenzie shows us how it changed the community as a whole. At his school...
We want to make sure that if we see something going on, we as a community, we're going to step in.
At bodegas...
If safe haven stores existed back then, maybe Junior would be alive today.
In Belmont, at the very intersection